All right, we live Facebook. Welcome into this daily news or daily video, daily fun. It's 11 a.m. Mountain Time, and this is where we're doing this from Monday to Friday. So if you want to get involved, if you want to have your daily news or your daily feeling, good feeling, and a little bit of teaching as well, tuned in, and you can get involved into this membership as you are right now into this platform. This is a preview of what we're going to do on a daily basis. So you can get in touch with us, shoot us an email, or go to the website and you can get information of how it works exactly. And yesterday we had a lot of interaction, and I want you to continue to interact with me on this. So if you want to ask questions, you have to just go into the comment box, ask question, and I'm gonna answer it on the spot. Sometimes, you know, the feed is not exactly in line, so I want you to be patient. Today I have a lot of time so I can get involved with you. And I see there's already like people which are there, so by connecting I can already start looking into who's on the feed. And hi Alicia, welcome. And I can help you to create a little bit more order into your mind. And today I want to give you a very powerful tool, a word which I got to know. And when I understood the power of this word, and I started implementing and truly go deep into it, everything started changing in my life, because I stopped limiting myself, because we are truly this huge, powerful force. We have so much power inside of us. As a matter of fact, in your little pinky, you have 11 million kilowatt hour per pound of potential energy locked up in the cells in your body. I already mentioned that earlier. But when you start picturing what 11 million kilowatt hour per pound represent, it is so powerful that you have a hard time to truly picture what it means. And when you have desire, everything starts changing. So your desire is truly the fuel. The desire is what brings this energy to the surface. And when you start understanding what truly this word means, everything starts changing. And I want to go back to believe, because believing is everything. You know, when you believe, you're starting to start moving into a different way. And that go along with what the video I was talking about yesterday, which I was talking about faith, right? And I want to recall what is the definition of faith. Faith is the ability to see the invisible, believe in the incredible, and this will permit you to receive what the mass consider as impossible. Believing, you need to have faith to believe. And it's not about I wish. How many times have you said, I wish I could do that, or I hope that this is gonna happen? Wishing and hoping, it's great, but that's not what believing in. Believing is, you know it's gonna happen. And it comes with the faith. And when you do have faith, everything starts to change in your life. So I'm going back to that part, because that word that I'm gonna talk about include belief and include the way you are behaving, okay? So that is a match of those two. And often you're gonna see people, yeah, I believe in that, but the way they're moving, the way that they're doing things will indicate that they never heard of it. But they say, I believe in that. But their action is totally in opposite direction of truly what they're believing. So there's a gap there. And I mentioned that into our second day into this program. I mentioned that if you are, there's an enormous gap between what you know and what you do. And that gap needs to be closed. And if you close that gap, you'll be able to create the things that you want in your life. But if you leave that gap open, basically you will never achieve anything of any consequences, because there's a gap between what you know and what you're doing. And that gap becomes larger and becomes greater older you get. So imagine of all the knowledge that you've been gathering during all those years, right? Think about everything you've been gathering. Are you doing just, what is the percentage of what you're doing versus what you know? And I can guarantee you that it's not a lot, because you know a lot of different things. And when you start going back into your mind and see everything that you've been learning, the application of everything you know is very little. And the percentage is diminishing because you are learning new things every single day in your life. So if you don't apply what you know, you will never get the results that you truly want in your life. Okay? So that's what the word that I want to talk about is this one, which is very powerful. Praxis. P-R-A-X-I-S. Praxis. Praxis is the integration of belief with behavior. Now let me repeat that. Praxis is the integration of belief with behavior. So, if you're not integrating what you believe in with action, this is just going to stay at the conscious level. This is just going to stay into your thinking mind. And you're not going to do anything of any significance. So when you start truly evaluating what is your belief system, and basically this is one of the first questions that I'm asking through this program that I'm teaching, is like, is your belief system a sound? Is your belief system make sense? And actually I think I did ask that question already. So is your belief system, everything that you believe in, does it make sense? Does it still make sense? And often our belief comes from our evaluation of something. And when we start re-evaluating if what we believe makes sense, and if it's conducive, and if it's of importance into your life, when you start re-evaluating those beliefs, you're going to see that what you're believing in sometimes doesn't make sense to you anymore, but you're still believing in those things. But the thing is, you never reevaluate those beliefs. You never reevaluate your belief system. And that it is very important that you start doing this, because the way you're behaving is going to be directly linked to your results. It's going to be directly linked to what you're going to achieve and the results and the experience that's going to come into your life. Everything starts with how we behave. So why am I doing those videos? Why am I teaching this? It's because I believe that it can help people. I believe I can impact 100 million people. But if I would just believe that and I wouldn't do anything to help, to create something that can help people to see, you know what, I have this potential, I have this ability in me, I'm going to start walking towards that. Well, I would not behave in accordance to what I believe in. So the belief and the behavior needs to become one. So what you're believing in and the way you're acting has to be one. And that's what praxis is. Praxis is the integration of your belief with your behavior. This is one of the most powerful tools that you will have. And what I want you to do, and there's a practice in practice, is I want you to start evaluating the belief system into different areas of your life. And you should start first with, maybe you want to start with your income. Like if someone, an outside consultant would come to you and would say, you know, what you're doing is that helping you, and is that in accordance to your belief system? What is that consultant would see? So start evaluating all of your current situation. So your income, your house, do you own your own house? Your friendship, your relationship with other people, with your spouse, with your children, your work, what type of work you're having, what type of income have you earned? Like, what is the most that you've earned? How much do you need to earn to consider yourself rich, to consider yourself wealthy? So all those questions, when you start evaluating all those things, this will give you what the current situation is in your life. Now, I want you to stop and see, are you happy with all this situation? And you have to be honest with yourself. That's one of the things which is the most difficult part, is when we started evaluating and when we started doing those type of exercise, often we are looking at it as, and we started to justify. Oh yeah, but you know, and well, that's why happened, and forget about this. Have this very detached, like if that was a consultant looking at your situation, what is that person would say? Okay? And be honest to yourself, because that's the only person you're going to deceive through this is yourself. Like, you're not going to deceive someone else when you are doing those exercises. This exercise is for you, okay? So look into this, see how you see your situation, see how this situation is, and are you happy with that situation? And if the answer is no, that means that the current results you're having are not in accordance with your belief system. Because you cannot believe that you're doing well and the results are different. Right? The result doesn't lie. The numbers doesn't lie. Okay? The numbers don't lie. Sorry. So you've got to look at your current situation. And then I want you to start thinking about how you would like to have all those parts. So again, your current income, your work, your career, your house, your relationship, your travel pattern, like all those things that you want. Start looking at this and write a description of how you really would like to have them. And evaluate that. And then do a statement. Write it out. So like each situation separate, and then do a text. Like for example, the one I have is 3-page long, right? Which is a grand vision of how I'm seeing my life. And start repeating this and rewriting it and repeating it over and over and over again. And what's gonna happen is you're gonna stop putting attention on your current situation, and you're gonna start having that vision on where you wanna go. And that is how that you implement Praxis into your life, to start behaving what you're believing in. And you're going to start moving into action. You have no choice. If you truly want those things, you're going to have to start moving and create and do things that you've never done before. And I'm always saying this, to get new results into your life, you're going to have to start doing what you've never done before. Like Einstein said, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting different results. Won't happen. It's not gonna happen. So you've got to start trying to do new things if you want to create new results in your life. And this is one of them. Like Praxis, this is one of my favorite things. I love the sound of that word. Every time I'm saying it, it feels good, because I know that I'm integrating my belief with my behavior. So do we have some questions going on right now? Is there some people who has questions going? Let me see. No, I don't see questions. No questions. So it seems that it's very clear. We can keep it short and sweet if you don't have question. If you have question and you don't want to put it there as well, you can send me a message through Messenger. It's okay. You know, sometimes people do not want to express their feeling in front of everybody, but let me share this with you. You're not gonna be successful if you continue thinking this way, because success means that you need to talk to a lot of people. Like you need to expand yourself. And being scared of talking, being scared of being ridiculized, you know, like people are laughing at you and they're saying all kind of mean comment, because I know the internet is very mean. Yeah, but you shouldn't care about that. You should care about how you go to bed at night with yourself, because the truth of the matter, that's the only person that you owe something to, is to yourself. When you go in bed at night, you need to feel that what you've done today has been moving you forward, has been making you grow. And when you can do that, life is just an absolute trip. It can be a nightmare. It can be an absolute nightmare if you are starting to think about, oh my God, what are they gonna think about me? What are you going to think about me? I don't care. You can think whatever you want, because what you think of me, it's none of my business. That's the reality. And there's a book actually that Bob Proctor is talking, which is exactly mentioning this. There's a guy that wrote a book and it says, what you think of me is none of my business. And it's true. You shouldn't care about what other people think. So if you have some question, I'll give you another chance. No, still not. Still no questions here. So that's all what I have for you today. So if you want to know more about this membership, you can write me, shoot me an email, info@marcjospitre.com, or you can go to my website, marcjospitre.com, and I'm going to help you to get better and to bring that power that you have inside and to bring it out, because you owe it to yourself. You know, you're God's highest form of creation. You have all this amazing ability, talent and ability inside, and that is your duty. This is your responsibility to bring it out. And don't wait too long, because older you're getting, harder it gets to start changing this. So start making the change right now, because you deserve it. You owe it to yourself. And actually, if you think about it, if everybody is the best version of themselves, look at how beautiful the world will become. It is already an absolute beauty, but imagine how better it can become. So do your work, do whatever it takes to get to the next level. Make yourself the best version of yourself, and let's make this world a better place for everybody that lives here. Have a fantastic day. I'll see you tomorrow.